My topic is Józef Pilsudski, Father of Modern Poland, and presented as a TED Talk. Good morning, everyone. Today, we will discuss the legacy of a man who played a significant role in uniting a country that had been erased from the world map for over 120 years. A dream that only few strong and determined individuals could achieve. Józef Pilsudski, also known as Father of Modern Poland, was one of them. This TED Talk will explore the life of this visionary figure and discuss whether Pilsudski truly deserves this honourable title. However, before we do that, it is important to gain some background information about Pilsudski and his early life. Decades before Pilsudski was born, Poland did not even exist as a country on a map. Rather, the once vast Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth was absorbed by powerful neighbours such as Prussia, Austria, and Russia, as shown on the map, through a series of partitions. This was the reality of the Polish people: no home or country to call their own. Pilsudski was then born in a small village named Zulo, Russia, in 1867, but modern-day Lithuania. Despite growing up in Russia, Pilsudski's family never let the Polish spirit die. His mum read him forbidden books about Polish history and literature to keep the Polish national spirit going. Ultimately, these early influences caused Pilsudski to defy Russian authorities, as he refused to speak the Russian language in school and joined revolutionary protests as a university student in the medical school. His acts of resistance resulted in his expulsion from university and eventually exiled to Siberia for plotting against Tsar Alexander III. However, the coldness of Siberia does not break Pilsudski. Instead, he remains determined and joins the Polish Socialist Party as a leader and writer to further strengthen the Polish cause. Already, the bounce-back displayed by Pilsudski tells us why he deserves this infamous title. He was an individual that remained determined and courageous despite being fully aware of the harsh conditions he might face again. Sadly, for Pilsudski, harsh conditions of imprisonment become a reality again. He is arrested in 1900 for the second time, but in a true Pilsudski way, he fakes a medical condition and escapes from prison. This strategic play by Pilsudski further reiterates why he deserves to be called Father of Modern Poland. He was a man that was ready to take extraordinary measures to keep the Polish dream alive. Pilsudski's next move was to travel all the way to Japan during the Russo-Japanese War in search for an alliance. However, he fails, and prominent Poles label such decision-making as rash, according to Palakov. Despite what others may call Pilsudski's move, such qualities of Pilsudski shaped him as the father of modern Poland. He was not afraid to form new alliances and strategically look for new ones in a relentless hope for the reunification of the Polish people. Yet, it was Pilsudski's next set of moves that granted him his honourable title, and we can better understand them by looking at monuments dedicated to him across Poland today. For example, this statue created by Tadeusz Losiana at Pilsudski Square depicts Pilsudski in a military uniform. He's wearing a long military coat, a cap, medals, and carrying a sword in his hand. This military-style portrayal of Pilsudski is key to why he's seen as the father of modern Poland. Firstly, Pilsudski commanded the Polish legions successfully during World War I, particularly in battles such as Battle of Kosława, where his forces held off Russian armies twice their size. Victories such as these highlighted to the Poles the great military commitment and capability Pilsudski had in creating a free, independent Poland. Therefore, such statues around Poland are a testament to the respect and admiration Polish people hold towards Pilsudski's military contribution in securing the Polish state. Secondly, as you can see in the picture, the statue is inscribed with the word Marshal of Poland written on it. This is an extremely important detail because Pilsudski was granted this title after his victory in 1920 in the infamous Miracle of Vistula. Therefore, the inscription of this title on the statue suggests that Pilsudski is seen as the father of modern Poland, as he continuously defended and maintained Polish sovereignty in the face of encroachment by its neighbours. On the other hand, some may argue that such statues exaggerate the role of Pilsudski in creating modern Poland. Scholars, for instance, highlight the victory over the Red Army was not solely due to Pilsudski, but also due to contributions made by figures such as General Tadeusz Rozwanski or General Maxim Weygand. Therefore, by commemorating just Pilsudski through statues, we are forgetting the collaborative nature of Poland's military success in the Battle of Warsaw. Similarly, some might interpret these statues as overemphasizing the role of military in re-establishment of Poland. The borders of Poland were ultimately decided through the Versailles Peace Conference in 1919. Pilsudski was not the man that led this, but rather it was Roman Dmowski. Therefore, the narratives portrayed by these statues that Pilsudski was the sole founder of modern Poland are oversimplified, as they fail to recognize the diplomatic efforts led by Dmowski. Overall, despite the criticism surrounding the statue of Pilsudski, the Poles continue to view him as the father of modern Poland. Moreover, this respect for Pilsudski only deepens due to the next set of career moves made by him. This step was retirement in 1923. While also disappointing many, this helps to extend our view of Pilsudski as father of modern Poland. Through retirement, Pilsudski was a true patriotic man that was willing to let others take in charge once his mission was complete. Therefore, his place in history as a national hero was solidified. However, what will history be without any complexities, twists, and turns? Only a few short years after retirement, Pilsudski decided to stage a coup that would challenge the democratic foundations of the republic he hoped to create. Whilst in the midst of a political, social, and economic turmoil, Pilsudski gains power through the help of some legionary regiments and the Socialist Union of Railwaymen. Here, Pilsudski and his forces capture key buildings in Warsaw and pressurize the democratically elected president and premier to resign. Such moves by Pilsudski are no small act, but rather the first of many times Pilsudski's commitment to creating democratic institutions can be questioned. Consequently, this is also threatening to his title Father of Modern Poland. By taking power through arms, Pilsudski has disturbed democratic process and rule of law. Modern Poland does not hope to be built on transfer of power through despotic means. Rather, it hopes to be built through peaceful electoral parliamentary system, which Pilsudski greatly disturbed. On the other hand, many do not view the coup in such negative light. Instead, Polakov argues that most of the nation approved the return of Pilsudski, as they were tired of the endless wrangling present within Poland. Therefore, some may argue Pilsudski can still be regarded as the father of modern Poland, because much like a father protects his children through challenging times, Pilsudski was committed to protecting the Polish people from immense suffering. So far, we have seen the vast number of polarizing views on the May coup. Therefore, the most effective way to determine whether Pilsudski's actions were aimed at improving the lives of Polish people is by closely examining his new role within Poland. Politically, the picture is complex. However, it can be analyzed through the work of Szymanski. Produced in 1931, Szymanski has Pilsudski sitting on a bold red-colored chair. Red is a color often used to highlight thrones, and the deliberate choice of this color reflects the dictatorial position of Pilsudski. Since 1926, Pilsudski, by 1931, had introduced constitutional amendments which strengthened his power at the executive while the parliament saw its power curtailed. Such reforms highlighted through the throne-like chair raises doubts about Pilsudski's deservingness of his honorary title. He now directly undermined the democratic principles of inclusive governance. Interestingly, Szymanski titles the picture Pilsudski among his advisors, while depicting Pilsudski as the sole individual in the painting surrounded with mirrors. This artistic choice further helped to recognize Pilsudski's new authoritative tendencies, as he marginalized political actors that could have advised him. Under his regime, the international community condemned his decision to arrest opposition party members named Centrala in 1930, and such sketches potentially showcased a new side of the father of modern Poland. He was now willing to take oppressive measures such as imprisonment towards anyone who opposed him. So far, looking at Pilsudski's actions since 1926, it is becoming harder to argue that he truly deserves his honourable title. Therefore, the question now is whether he can redeem himself through other factors. This could potentially be his foreign policy. Firstly, the Second Republic of Poland by 1931 was surrounded by two hostile powers as shown on the map. The Nazi Germany to the west perceived Poles as racially inferior and hoped to expand to such territories to create a new German colonial empire, while the Soviet Union in the east thrusted anti-Polish views and entertained the ideas of an alliance with Germany in hope to crush Poland. But it was Pilsudski but it was through Pilsudski Polish sovereignty and independence maintained. He mastered a non-aggression declaration with the Soviet Union in 1931 and one with Germany in 1934. By skillfully managing such a delicate balancing act, Pilsudski demonstrates that he is still deserving of his title. He constantly protected his people from violent aggression, hardship, and suffering that Poland's neighbors hoped to inflict on her. Secondly, Pilsudski particularly paid attention to shielding a specific group of people residing within Poland, the Jews. He instructed his interior minister to grant Polish passports to approximately 3,000 Jews, as he believed Poland cannot have within its borders second-class citizens who despise her. Such views posed by Pilsudski were impressive given the anti-Semitism spread within Europe and Poland during the time. Leaders such as Dmowski, who we met before, viewed Jews as the most dangerous enemy of Polish civilization, according to the historian Winot, while Nazi Germany later committed horrific acts towards the Jewish population. Therefore, given the broader context, Pilsudski's efforts to integrate Jews and promote equality suggest why he is deserving of his title. Pilsudski believed in progressive values that were ahead of his era, such as fair treatment regardless of the ethnic background of an individual. To sum up this TED Talk, we have now gathered a glimpse into the complex legacy of Józef Pilsudski as the father of modern Poland. His story is one of many contradictions. While his military leadership helped to resurrect Poland, his actions also determine democratic principles as he seized power through despotic means. Nevertheless, I still believe that Pilsudski still deserves his title. While his methods for achieving and maintaining Polish sovereignty are questionable at times, the unwavering devotion to protecting the Polish people remains undeniable. Thank you.